Hey everybody, this is Anthony with you again from Biblical Truth and Reality. Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I made a video and making a public appearance like this, for example. But I just want to make a short video that I'm going to be starting kind of a new direction, still refuting once saved, always saved false doctrine, but including somebody's videos. Again, not to expose the individual themselves, even though that's what it may appear, but I'm going to be exposing the erroneous and idiotic, stupid arguments that people like this guy does. The arguments I will be refuting. Once saved, always saved. Here's his screenshot here, or the screenshot of his picture here. It's called Good Hope. Well, there's not much good hope if you're teaching false doctrine. But first, in this first video, I want to show you a Facebook Messenger short conversation I have, even inviting him to a biblical audio discussion, Acts 15 for example, and he clearly refused. He refuses to have a biblical discussion. Why? Well, it's very simple. He does not have the maturity or the character of a true biblical Christian. Instead, he cowards away like a spineless, unbiblical, non-Christian sissy, like many of them do. He can't go toe-to-toe with someone like me because I will annihilate him in any discussion, with civility and Christian charity, of course. I will refute any argument that he throws. And then he has the nerve to post a playlist link to his YouTube channel of how he claims I've dealt with every single one of these arguments. So in this short video, let me just show you the conversation that we had so you can see the evidence, factual evidence for yourself. How much of a sissy and spineless, unbiblical Christian he is. Again, not exposing him, but exposing, well actually this video is exposing him, but the rest of the videos will be exposing the dumb arguments that people like him make, and believing once saved, always saved. So, see the evidence for yourself. Good Hope KJV. Again, not much good hope if you're teaching false doctrine, especially once saved, always saved false doctrine. Here's how the conversation went. I believe in personally trying to invite a conversation first before I expose the individual. If they refuse, then I do the latter in exposing that individual. So, you see his picture here, or at least his back is turned toward the camera. Here's my first comment here, sent at 9:22. Hello, my name is Anthony Lambertini. From some videos I watched of yours, I'm concerned about a false doctrine that you're teaching called once saved, always saved. I would like to have a discussion with you about this topic. Then he responds at 12:24, so you don't believe that salvation is eternal? I respond with, no I don't, not in this life. Much scripture proves it, especially the Gospels. If you like, I can send you the link to my YouTube series, Refuting Once Saved, Always Saved, or OSAS, to save time so you can see all the evidence for yourself. Or if you would rather go right to the discussion, we can discuss here or have an audio discussion, which is a more biblical way to do it. Acts 15. I'm free all day, I keep the Sabbath, so I'll be home all day. Then he responds with this. I have heard these objections over and over, and then there's the link that he gives. I've already addressed them, and will continue to do so. Okay. So what about the discussion? Will you do the biblical thing or not? Of course he's going to respond like most typical professing fake Christian spineless sissies do. No, I don't have time. Of course he's going to say that. I respond with, oh, okay, so you don't have time to follow scripture? Typical. You're not a Christian, you're a fraud. Just what I expected. He says, haha, no. Yeah, I'm laughing at you, I responded with a thumbs up. Haha, no. So no, he's not a Christian? Well, I guess he's just admitting to it since he doesn't have the intelligence to respond more efficiently. And then he says, I don't have time to dialogue with someone who doesn't understand that everlasting me lasts forever. I have a job. Okay. I said this conversation's over, thumbs up, because he turned down the opportunity for a discussion. Give a thumbs up again. He says, don't type too hard. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. You don't want to work on the Sabbath, but that proves his ignorance, willful ignorance, I'll say, because he doesn't understand that there's different types of work. I can show you the evidence for that in a different video if you like. Another thumbs up I give, he has no intelligence whatsoever to have a biblical discussion. So there's the evidence for you right there, and that's the last interaction that I've had in dialogue on Facebook Messenger. So since he has turned down the opportunity to have a biblical discussion because, like I said before, he does not have the maturity and humility to do so, then I will expose the arguments that he gives by going through his playlist. Again, I am not doing this to expose him in particular. It is more so the arguments that he gives in video form. So according to the factual evidence and his willful ignorance and turning down a biblical discussion, that tells me, number one, the fact is he's not a Christian. Number two, he exercises no humility or biblical civility to have a true discussion. Number three, he does not really believe the scripture. He believes what he's taught, what his mommy and daddy say, what his pastor says, what he's read in a theology book or whatever it is. He doesn't believe the scripture, KJV text, as it is shown, Good Hope KJV. He certainly does not believe the KJV. I'm more of a King James Bible believer than he is, by a long shot. You know why? I accept the scripture as it is written, and he does not. That is fact. He's a willful, ignorant, religious, pharisaical nut. So with that, this next video and the ones on to expose more foolish, willful, ignorant, unscriptural, biased, bigoted, once saved, always saved, false doctrine arguments. Stay tuned for those.